Okay, there we go. 30 seconds of nothing if you were getting your Twitch ads, which I have still never seen. Then hopefully they're over by now. So I'm going to play a fun little game of Sweden. It probably won't be fun. It probably will be little. It'll be like my send-off for patch 1.7.3. I don't have much of a plan put together outside of the opening moves, so gee, what do I even call this thing? Yeah, completely original name right there. Time for an easy ride. I don't even know what I'm going to be doing with this save. It's just something I want to do, so I'm going to do it. I need nothing more than that. So here we are Sweden, we're under the union with Denmark. We have a bunch of ships. Not anymore, we don't. We have a bunch of troops. Why even pay them? Now, Denmark love us, Norway love us, but we can't ally Norway because they have vassal attitude towards Denmark. We need to think about who will support our independence. However, we wouldn't want Novgorod to support it because if Lithuania allied with Denmark, they would chomp right through Novgorod. It's been a long time since I last played Sweden, but this is what I remember. Also, I think I've been fiddling around with my audio settings for E3, so if it's too loud or too quiet, do let me know. I shall endeavour to accommodate your demands, however petty they may be. So, Denmark, you start off friendly towards Lithuania. It is mutual, so there'll be an alliance there, so forget Novgorod as being my friend. Need to think about who Denmark's enemies are then. Scotland and Novgorod both fairly useless, but the Hansa are a different shade of useless. They would help me out straight away. They might just come in handy. Maybe we shouldn't lower our army maintenance too hard, too fast. Novgorod wouldn't, but you would accept straight away. Alright, well, let's try some amazing techniques. Straight off the bat as well. Let's get ourselves a few mercs. Were those mercs I hired? Probably. And some Latin knights as well. Will I have them up there? Anyone worth hiring? Land main discipline. Yep, I'll have you. Get our troops back onto Stockholm so we can have a good defense. So what say you, Hansa? Yes! What say you, Denmark? No allies yet? Well, you know what? To hell with you. Who is our grand leader? He is King Carl VIII, underachiever. Poor show. How does he fare on the field of honor? Wow, he is just awful. That's more like it. We'll have you. This could all just crash and burn straight away. Highly likely that it will, but I don't care. Get surprisingly good money from Sweden here. So, there are two schools of thought here. One says don't let the enemy join up. The other says take a bit of time to assess your targets. We'll try and balance the best of both here. Let's have everyone meet up in Stockholm, so we'll be in a better position to snipe this Norwegian stack. They're hiding out there, which is just open plains, so easy going for us. With that in mind, let's just march over here. Sweden starts off with amazing militarily focused national ideas, so barring any particularly bad dice rolls, we should flatten this stack. Give it 2 days and get in there. Our ancestors are watching, giving us legitimacy, prestige. You know what, I don't want any of this. But I don't want 50 years of ancestors watching me, so whatever. We care not about finances for once in my life. Now, did you ever ally with them? You did not ally with Lithuania. Oh well, thanks for the help there, Hansa. You are credit to team. I'll wipe those Norwegians off the map. You get to go full Platinum. Now we get taking war score just from holding our capital, and it's really not worth our time advancing into the enemy's lines, so let's just chill out in Stockholm. The naval landing was for Gotland, not for us, so no worries there, mate. Well, what we can do is look at the fact that he's building troops. They're going to take a while. However, they will not. We'll get Västergotland then, we'll get to Halland on the 7th of February. They'll be finished on the 26th, however. 14th, 21st, 5th of March. See, everything comes together. Jake, taking a loan, you should be ashamed. Now, taking loans I do find an absolutely disgusting act. But don't you worry, girlie, I have got a plan. Plan so good. A plan so good. Okay, Novgorod have insulted us. Let's... I'm going to assume it was for an event. Yeah, they got that claim. So, they didn't mean anything bad by it. We're going to improve our relations with Novgorod. They could well be handy. Unfortunately, Hansa got some peasants. Now, I should not have cancelled that. That was a mistake on my part. I wanted to be in Halland by the time those troops are ready. But I was a fool. Oh, well, now we're rivaled. Probably because of that event. In this game, one bad event can turn everything on its head. Jake sure got independence rolling a lot faster than he did with Norway. Yep. Now let's never speak of Norway again. Time for the Danish troops to go full Platinum. Oh, I think I used that one already. He's got negative prestige. I want that to remain the case, because if Christoph von Wittelsbach dies with negative prestige, then goodbye Kalmar Union. And that's what we want. We want a weak Denmark. Hey, I completely forgot about these guys. Let's get them back. You know, I probably shouldn't be leaving the Danish troops to amass like that. But what the hey. No worries at all. One thing I should be doing is collecting from here rather than pushing trade. 9 times out of 10 you'll make better money if you just collect in both your trade places at the start of the game. Lapland revolts, what's new? Probably won't be an ideal situation to fight in here, but we'll take it anyway. Now, a lot of people have been complaining about the removal of percentage-based terrain. I, for one, am very glad it's gone. I have no way of really telling what we're going to fight in here. We get plains, but I've seen situations where it seems all stacked in one type and you get the other, so... bleh. God, it's a shame you're so rubbish. Eh? Correct me if I'm incorrect, but I don't ever seem to remember having my national focus on military. Oh well. I certainly don't want it on military. Now it's a shame that the Hansa is being so rubbish, but maybe that's my fault. I gave them too many... I let them ferry too many troops across here. Jake, the big question is how much tea do you drink on a monthly basis? I hate tea. I wonder, is this going to work against me if I just send my troops over here? He'll probably block me, but there's the slightest chance that he won't. And if he doesn't, then I get my troops onto his capital. Although, look at this, he's just going to block me right there. Well, fine, you know what, I can siege these up all day long. Give me the war score, Sal. Curses. That's quite a bit of war score the Hansa's just going to throw onto their laps when that fleet is gone. I'm going to go quite a bit faster than speed 2 here. I just want my independence, nothing fancy. How much war score is that going to be in their favour? 2. Not bad. Prestige at the cost of admin power and ducats. Forget about it. Also, I really don't want military focus here. Is this another world conquest, Jake? No, I don't know where people get the idea that I love doing world conquest. Yeah, I would benefit from having my siege general here. Hansa, why are you so rubbish? Now Lapland is falling to peasants. I don't care. I have never cared. You want to be my friend? Don't you get curb stomped by everyone around you 9 times out of 10? Forget about it. In my last game, Riga took you over, so explain to me why this would be a good idea. Alright, Hansa's just throwing war score at the enemy. Thank you very much. Jake, is it worth it to switch to a merchant republic in this run? Dunno. Not even thinking about it. We get 10 army tradition if we control Mid-Jylland. How are we even meant to get there? The Hansa's territories are extremely valuable. It'll probably cost me quite a bit of war score. That's okay, we've got this one, no doubt. Have them taken out in one shot. Time to ally Riga then. Yeah, sure. About that. Norway are ripping and tearing their way through my province there. Yeah, they really are. I could send out an attack force, but if the Danish move from there, they'll be scuppered. Still, I shall do it. Probably do it with raw manpower since we have plenty of that. Onwards and upwards. I just take the shortest route. If that even is the shortest route, hell, I don't even know. No, I smell them coming back. Trust nobody, not even yourself. Novgorod opens for trade. Despite their open hatred for us and everything we stand for, the Novgorodians have allowed traders the opportunity to make deals with us. Okay. Is that a Swedish event? Okay, those guys have got to die. No! I don't really want much, I just want my independence. I don't think it's too much to ask for. There is little else I care for. Just need to smack him around in a few more battles and it will be mine. Probably. Excellent. I was hoping for a stability drop, but I didn't want to take the usual methods to get it. Surely you want to free Gotland. I don't know where you get your crazy ideas from, Alicious. Yeah, I could probably assault that. I mean, why bother? The war is almost done. Bit painful to be chasing around their lands. So why bother? Just sit back in the Winchester and wait for all this to blow over. Lovely jubbly. Take the war to the southern shore. Not gonna happen. There we go. Denmark will grant us our independence. Could do with a bit of dosh, but sure. Hooray, feels good to be independent. Now, I know you hate us, Novgorod, but I don't think we have to worry too much about you because Muscovy is currently digging their claws into you, and you are not really fighting back. Well done, you occupied one province of Pskov. Good job. Now let's get rid of the mercs because we hate mercs. Let's march you over to Lapland, and we're gonna release Finland because Finland is the greatest country in the world. Too few rivals, well let's change that. I hate Denmark. I now hate Novgorod because they hate me. And we're gonna leave a wild card. We're also gonna leave our king in charge because we want him to die. Now, unfortunately, Denmark didn't remain negative prestige, probably because of Norway, because of Hansa. Looking back on it, probably shouldn't have given them everything I gave them. All those battles with the Hansa. So now we get rid of our land because we don't want it. Also, I'm just going to stop improving relations with you. Finland certainly love us. Let's see how long that lasts. They also enjoy a 5-year truce with us, so what I'm going to do is improve relations whilst everything else is going on. We have too many troops here, just in general, so away you go. And let's get our capital up to Lapland, because why not? Costs us 200 admin power. But it remains in the Baltic Sea trade node. What more could we want? Get rid of all this crap land. But we will not get rid of Stockholm. Jake, if you want, now is the time to hit Novgorod to get Finnish cores. Huh, now that you mention it. There are quite a few Finnish cores that we should really be taking advantage of. You make an excellent point, a really excellent point. Well, what the hell, why not? It's just another war, right? But I really feel like I should give you another province first, just so you have a bit more power on your side. going to be fighting a broken army here. Like I said, I want my king dead, so up he goes. Loans are coming due, but we do not care. Would be somewhat ideal if you occupied your own lands. And hopefully Muscovy takes a big bite out of you, but not too big. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. It's another level 1 fort. Oh jeez, the attrition here is horrible. Let's just kind of drop off troops here and there just to prevent any more uprisings. We'll make our way into Novgorod to finish them off. Finish the fight. Or finish them here, that works too. You know, if we can. If we don't get murdered. You know, I'm not a big fan of this getting murdered situation. Moscow, do the job. Finish the fight. Hemorrhaging money, but we don't care. Not many troops, but we don't care. Excellent air. We care. How much do you think Muscovy's going to take from them anyway? They won't take the Finnish cores, surely. Peasants are only peasants, so we care not about them. In fact, we're glad. Well, I actually want those peasants to spread. Do me proud, peasants. Preferably spreading to Paradox HQ. Ah, Marvin, welcome. I didn't realise you were streaming. I checked streamers before going live and did not see you. Lose prestige? Yeah, we'll lose prestige. What is prestige anyway? It is but a number. Now, Denmark, you're very hostile towards us. I'd love to improve relations to change that, but I need my diplomats here, so give me a break. A little disconcerting to see Novgorod do pretty much nothing here. Well, we'll take the capital. With a bit of luck, we'll prevent Muscovy from getting too much war score. Why did I even go for Kola? What a waste of time that was. Whatever. Listen, I only want Klexholm and these two provinces. I'm sure it's not too much to ask. Remember, if Muscovy get their first national idea before they get a... Whoa, we're friends. Let's keep it like that. I think I found my new person to improve relations with. If Muscovy don't get a port before they get their first national idea, they will take religious as their first national idea. That is excellent news, because it stops them from just going nope across into Siberia really early on, because they integrate... what the hell are you doing? They integrate Perm at the speed of light these days. Jake, why not Ingermanland? Why would I want it? It's Finnish, that's why I want it. Could get Kola as well. But Ingermanland's probably a better idea. Still, his troops are there. And now Pskov is. Alright, Shmalan peasants, make your way up to Paradox HQ, pretty please. We should help out our newfound... No, Muscovy's got the job done there. Muscovy's got the job done, come on, my fledgling ally. Ugh, disgusting. Now, given this is a diplomatic insult, Cassis, maybe I shouldn't take too much land. Still, it feels like a bit of a waste. Hemorrhaging money, which is according to plan. Playing as Sweden and allying Muscovy is showing off all the pro strats. I'm just doing what I gotta do. Now, they only have 35% war score and they don't have whatever this is called. If Muscovy just don't take archangels, then I'm fine. In fact, it would be prudent for me to throw a single unit over there to prevent them from taking Kolmorgi. I know that's not how you say it, but too bad. My stream, my rules. I'm fairly confident they won't be able to get Archangels because it's an important centre of trade. On its own, it's worth about 30% war score or thereabouts. Thankfully, they'll be changing that rule in the next expansion, but as we know, that's a wee while away. You get plenty more loans where they came from. Yeah, forever alone. So do me a favour and peace out, please, Muscovy. Also, peasants, please make your way to Paradox HQ. You've got to remember that Denmark are going to want that land back. Do they have the Cassis on me? Yeah, Restoration of Union. Right, returning land is going to give Finland plenty of relations anyway. Let's have a look at this. Those two would go directly to you. I'd return Neva. I could take Kola or Ingermanland, but it looks like Muscovy's going for Ingermanland. They wouldn't take it in the peace deal because they wouldn't be able to core it. So maybe I should settle for Kola for now. Then again, I don't want... yeah. Don't want to leave them on their own in this war. Just get rid of you. You're costing me money here, man. I should remove you because I don't want you dead so quickly. However, I do want that stream to go a bit faster. So I shall send out our king, who I want dead right now, over there, because our king is pretty worthless. How's that tech coming along? Not bad. Brilliant. Excuse me. Interesting. But nothing to fear. Jake just got to the stream. What did I miss? Nothing much. What you see is what you get. Let's get our troops back to Finland. There's good support limits over there. And we shall hope and pray that Muscovy peace out without taking archangels. They took archangels. Oh well, that's the one thing I didn't want them to take. Still, they took it. What can I do but deal? We'll take Ingermanland as fast as we can. As we all know, I am terrible at playing Western powers. Okay, great, they're going to Paradox HQ. Hopefully they take it before they enforce their peace on me. We shall also get those rebels off of that land. There we go, you can go anywhere else, just not there. Oh, what a shame that you took that. England getting ravaged. Actually they held on to a surprising amount of land for the 100 Years' War. Marriage with Muscovy, absolutely. My best friend, Muscovy. Yeah, I could do without some Sami patriots up there, but what can I do? Geez, 7,000 is quite a few of them. It reminds me that I really should have stamped down harsh treatment here long ago. Although in good news, I can always get the next technology. See, everything is coming up Millhouse. Alright, do I assault this? Do I dare assault this? I've only barely got 10 to 1 on them. Hell yeah, we assault this. Yeah! Flawless victory. Hey, Finland, could you help us out here? We're doing this for you, don't you know? How many loans do I have? Only 5. Pathetic. Military technology get. Speeds up the siege timer ticker by a slight amount. Okay, plenty of Sami patriots, but again, this surprisingly works to my benefit. And also, where did all my patriots go? All my peasants. Did someone kill them? Alright, I accept your petty demands. I do not fear you. That's actually okay, because I didn't want Kola. I want Ingermanland instead. Come on, guys. Oh, the pain. This is obviously not a very clinical game of mine. That's fine. Give it to me. Do I want your money? I do not want your money. I should do fine. Yeah. And Finland's big. Let's get our troops back up to Lapland where they deserve to be. As soon as our diplomat is free. You will take Ingermanland, right? Yes, you will. Finland want a marriage? Yes, you will. Muscovy is my best friend. Alright, so thanks to whoever recommended we do that, because it also gave me time to build up some points. And points make prizes. We'll continue to sell land to our good friend Finland. And we'll continue to take loans. Because what is life without loan? Once you take that province, I will simply accept your demands, because frankly I find it laughable that Catholicism will gain more reform. Desire. Also, please don't attach to me. Just gonna nibble away at my manpower like a crazy person. Now I need to get rid of that border between me and Denmark because it's making them hate me. Oh, it's one of many things that are making them hate me. What fun. Yeah, what fun. Good job, they're instantly coring that and very quickly converting that. Yeah, they should be able to convert all those no problem. Not that Catholicism helps me that much, but it's certainly more useful than the alternative. Orthodox. Very strong religion. Now I can't remember if these heretics are intelligent. Okay, I'm your rival. Sure. Whatever you say, buddy. Oh, they can set me as a rival because they're my rival. Right, I accept because I don't need prestige. Peasants in Narc. No thanks. Just lose prestige. It's January. That's actually great. Should only take a few months more. It's a shame that's so close and yet so not close. Can't think of much I can spend it on, so we'll just get rid of our war exhaustion, maybe? Still on the fence about that one. Get rid of Ostergotland. Don't need money. And we still have these two provinces, unfortunately. It's a shame that the rebels didn't make it to Paradox HQ. That's going to bite me in the bum. We can have 143 bank loans. Very interesting. I never considered that his income there is a bit higher. But what I can do is I can recall this merchant and tell you, no, not that, not anything but that. Tell you to transfer trade power in that direction. That's going to cut down on my income, which is what I want. I want my income to be lower. And that will lower the amount of bank loans available from 143 to 130. Close enough. Right, where's autoclicker.exe when I need it? Dum-de-dum-dum. Now, you can't send gifts when you have a deficit plus loans, which is a little unfortunate. I wonder if I can get around that. If I got rid of my army, that would certainly do it. I would have to also get rid of my, what am I trying to say? My advisor. It's worth a go. It won't calculate it till the turn of the month, but hopefully it doesn't count that as a deficit. But then again, it won't count vassal income, because vassal income could be funny like that, so I might have to give up the idea of gifting my money over to Finland. Maybe not. Maybe not. And again, I don't think it calculates it to the turn of the month, so let's see what we can get here. Let's give them all of this. Well, let's give them just a little bit more. You love us really, Finland. I don't think it's going to let me do the rest of them, so we'll just settle for that. Right, 31 days in July, never forget. Here come the loans. Bankruptcy looming, but what I can do is use all my admin that I banked. National ideas would be fun, but I also like not having ridiculous amounts of inflation, so we'll spend it all on that. It's a shame we couldn't spend it just a little more. Oh, we could though. 1, 2, 3 repaid loans. 1, 2, 3 loans. Get rid of the last of that. No inflation. All this money though, and we can still gift it. Can still gift it. It's risky though. Very risky. Very risky indeed. I will take the risk though, because why not? We don't lose that much though, so what I'll do is I'll calculate this. I want to spend the rest of it preferably on an advisor. 15 and 15, so that I can leave him with 31 with a good deficit. 31, huh? So I can give you 150 and still be quite safe. Yeah! Pulling out all the stops here. But I have to remember that my... I need that free diplomat. So let the month turn. Kitching indeed. Bankruptcy is looming. It'll be looming even faster when we have you and you on our team, and we pay our troops quite a bit. Yeah, so we're going to go bankrupt next month. All part of the plan. Well, might as well pay a missionary while we're at it, just to be absolutely sure that we're going over the limit here. It's a shame I can't spend that diplo power on anything. Could reduce that, but I can't afford that. One idea would be to spend it kind of integrating Finland, but I wouldn't... he won't buy provinces whilst he's being integrated in. Forget it, I'll just write it off, spend it on that. Otherwise, call it a day. Want to waste that mill power as well. I've already stamped down harsh treatment. Other things I can spend it on are good generals. As in, good God, I don't like these generals. 4 siege is pretty baller though. And we can almost afford an extra one, so we'll get rid of Mr. Six Maneuver. Carl Gustav Lightning. Keep these two though, because they're pretty cool. Yeah. So we're going to go bankrupt next month. How many days are there in August? I'm pretty sure there's 30, but I will double check. August has 31 days, shows what I know. Okay. I make sure that the game is saved before this happens, otherwise bad things can happen. Is anyone else getting deja vu here? Getting deja vu all over again with the mingles. So on the 31st of August, save, and I say, hey buddy, I don't want Paradox HQ, it's worthless, have it for free. And then they buy it, and I feel awful because I had new bank loans available. That didn't work. That didn't work at all. Now I'm going to end up with like 40 inflation because I didn't check that. Oh well, you live and learn, don't you? Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Hey, who wants an easy game anyway? So now we have all this money. And nothing to spend it on. This will actually be a nice challenge. Not only will I be pagan, but I will have ludicrous amounts of inflation. I want to think about that though. What suddenly gave me more loans available? Well, now we're bankrupt and we're shamanist. Ooh, the mission to fortify Lapland. We lose all our monarch points when we do that, but we will survive. We will somehow survive. 4 siege general is quite a nice boon to have, but Denmark is now hot on our heels. So what we want to do is integrate Finland fairly soon. Hopefully they'll be able to convert some of this land first. Actually, they're being very slow at doing that. Very slow indeed. But maybe I have a plan. Or maybe I don't have a plan. Whatever, we can't have troops, we certainly can't afford them. We're pretty much living off of this. I wonder, when I lost Paradox HQ, did it suddenly stop having me forwarding trade in that direction? So it all came in this direction, counted as more income for me and gave me more loans. I think that could be what it was. Well, this is how you learn the game. Goodbye alliances. Muscovy, you still love us, right? Yes, you do. Let's make sure it stays that way. We still have a royal marriage with them, hilariously. Okay, there's nothing much else I can do with you. You now hate us because of relative power to liege, so let's get that up and on the go. And I can enjoy having no real Cassus. Well, let's get that claim on Kola going. Jake, did you mean to not appoint the merchants? Not at all. Let's try and make some income here. Gee, well, my troops are worthless anyway, so is there really any point in having anything other than 2 infantry with which to guide my wayward sheep? Lapland has no revolt risk, nicely, despite all the horrible things. Going bankrupt did not remove all my war exhaustion, and although I want to increase my stability, I really need to get my national ideas on the go. It's a hard life. Someone has to live it. Man, this inflation is dreadful. Yeah, the merchant I sent to Novgorod, he can't reach there. I wonder if he can reach here. They just keep coming back. So I have to trust in Finland here. Finland have a lot of land, and it's all cored, it's all the right religion, and it's all an accepted culture. So other than my fantastic national ideas, they should be as strong as I am. Well, they got a better king than I was born with. King Karl the Mediocre. So what do we do? Riddle me that, Riddle Master. Trouble is, if we take all this land and Muscovy no longer have that mission to... Oh, subjugate Tver now. Let's hope they don't get window in the west. Now, do I go for the quick kill on Muscovy? That is the question. Or do I set my sights more towards the Kalmar Union? I want Norway to be free because Sweden get an excellent mission to vassalize Norway. Pretty much a free vassalization. And I think you also get the mission to integrate them, which gives a bonus on something you're going to do anyway. Alright, so our other merchant is useless. Too bad. I kind of hope that Denmark pulls the trigger on me. Muscovy love me, they'll come in and just wreck. Yeah, they will come right in through the military access they have. Well, could declare war on Muscovy just to get them that access. In any case, we're bankrupt, and if you're unfamiliar with bankruptcy, Well, for one, it reduces your inflation by 1/3 of what it is, so I don't have to deal with that much, but it's still going to cost me a ridiculous amount to get that inflation back down. And I don't have an inflation advisor. Let's hope for some good events then. What a screw up on my part, but these things happen. It's a good thing about Iron Man. So, bankruptcy. You would have seen it before in Mingles, but revolt risk +3, higher interest, so you don't want to take loans. Your morale of your navies and your armies is shot dead, so they're useless. Manpower recovery is down to the bare minimum as well, so you're pretty much only going to get 100 per month. Advisors are expensive. You reinforce slowly, and here's a little one. Your global settler increase is reduced by -200, so even at maximum... oh, it doesn't tell me. Anyway, the little trick is if you're bankrupt and you're colonizing, reduce your colonial maintenance down to perfectly half. That'll completely get past the bankruptcy malice, and you can rely on the settler chance instead. Increases the amount of settlers by 25 each time it succeeds. Now what we could do is just fight. I don't know how keen Muscovy is for a battle, but you certainly have a core of mine there, Norway. Jeez, we've got nationalism here. Nationalism lasts until 1481. Yeah, that's... oh, this is all bad. Oh well. Let's keep those relations with Muscovy sky high. The question is, what do I do with Novgorod? I can't sell any more of their land to Finland other than cola. Doesn't mean I don't want cola, but I have my own ambitions. Oh, and if it wasn't abundantly clear, we are pagan. Shamanist. The rarest pagan. I think the only other shamanist nation is Congo. And they very frequently flip. So we'll have holy war in the whole world, but holy war isn't that great. I mean, it's free annexation in terms of diplo points, but it doesn't lock war lead or anything fancy like that. Indeed, cola is my culture. I am now Sami. I belong to the Finno-Ugric. Is that it? Finno-Ugric. Whatever. One of the worst culture groups in the world. It's up there with Hungarian and Basque. It's slightly better than both, but not by much. Alright, so there's no way you're going to break away from us with 200 relations. I've seen it happen, but I have faith that it won't. Finland should have tons of money as well. Or maybe they spent it all. Did you build province improvements? No, I know that province starts with a temple. Does Paradox HQ start with a workshop? And Narc? And all these temples, man, what is going on? Although I saw at a glance there he's building forts, so thank you very much. What happens when the Reformation hits you? Nothing. What are they going to do? There is no pagan Reformation. Ooh, gift to the state. Well, let's gain prestige for once. Not often the choice you want in that one. Now I'm pretty torn here. What do I do? Do I raise stability and try to drag Muscovy into one of my wars or not? Muscovy has less of a truce than Novgorod than I do. But I've already ran out of my truce with Norway and Denmark. I probably said Norway when I meant Muscovy back there. Muscovy and Novgorod have less of a truce than I do with Novgorod. But I don't actually want to conquer much off of Norway. Especially since it's going to be the wrong everything. Right, well what I need to do is start annexing Finland. Once I have this land under my control, things will be better. However, and there's a big bold however next to that, I also really want my first national idea by the time I annex Finland. So let's run the numbers there. And there's a good reason for that. It's a reason that belongs to chance, but I'm trying to get as much chance on my side as I can here. It would take 600 diplo power. So a few years. I could probably start it just as soon as, and we'll be okay. Although I could also feed you Sami. So much to consider. No, I wouldn't be able to feed you Sami unless we were at, and I'm not going to waste 5 years just waiting to attack Novgorod for a one base tax province. I will integrate you and I will shred Novgorod myself. Potentially waiting for Muscovy to fight them. Muscovy will take a big bite out of them. I will vassalize them and then I will beat into Muscovy. Is what I would like to say I want to do. However, Muscovy is going to be my only friend in this Catholic world, so it might not be in my best interests to agitate Muscovy that much. I don't want to sound like a coward, but it's the truth. Jake, have you decided on a goal for this run yet? Not really. Maybe just spread shamanism across as much of Europe as possible. Means not particularly taking land, but for example, it would be nice to make Muscovy shamanist and just release them and see what they do. Not even have them as a vassal, just have them do their own thing. Jake, go barbecue Lithuania. Now that is a thought. Once I integrate you, I will have a border with Livonian Order. I could smoke them and just kind of worm my way around here, picking up power as I go. The thing is, I could consume Livonian Order and spit them out, and because they have divine ideas, they would convert that land, no bother. So many things I want to do. Jake, convert the HRE to pagan. Ooh. Ooh. Convert it without breaking it. I do hate greyskin, but a shamanist greyskin? Now that could be something I can really get behind. Speaking of failing greyskin, what is going on with you, Austria? You lost a big war and had Tyrol spat out as punishment? Not only that, you lost Breisgau? Weak greyskin could be just what I need. Canada still alive, Grenada still alive and kicking. Portugal wasting their admin points down here in Berber crapland. Ottoman failing to take Blurple? Yeah, whatever. Jake doesn't truly start a game till he's OPM. Well, if you remember well the Mongolia game, we were reduced down to 2 provinces. But we came back. All guns blazing. Okay, so there's a little bit of problem here in that you cost 600 diplo power. Yeah, I don't have 600 diplo power. It's a shame that my king is so rubbish. I need the heir in charge right about now. Ah, that's frustrating. I'll have to wait quite a bit of time to get enough of that diplo power. Hopefully Muscovy don't break our alliance. What a shocking result that would be. Jake, has Bane done his Great Khan yet? No, I believe he has not. Also, I can't change my national focus. When my game started, for some reason, it had me with military national focus, which I wasn't looking for. Also, it's a bit of a waste having these generals when we don't really need them, so we're going to get rid of the 3 shock one. Also, this event again. Ugh. Goodbye 100 monarch points. You have pathetic allies, and you're the coalition in the coalition against Poland. Why? What has Poland done? Okay, so they ate a bit of land. In fact, an AI coalition? This isn't something you see every day. Do I have aggressive expansion against them? I do. What a shame that I'm placed the way I am. I would love to show something off, but I'll save it. I'll keep it up my sleeve for Art of War. I'm being told to go for Dip Advisor, but advisors are twice expensive because I'm bankrupt. Bankruptcy lasts 10 years. It will wear off in 63. Plenty of time to attack Novgorod, sell that province to Finland, have them core it, and then integrate Finland. What could go wrong? Why did you switch out of the focus if you lose your monarch points anyway after collapsing? Could have used it now. Yeah, hindsight is great, isn't it? I wanted it off of military because I knew I'd be able to reach military tech in time, but I wasn't sure about the other two. Such pathetic point income for a Western nation. This event tears me because military power is great, but ever since the Genoan game I do love mercantilism. So it'll ottle black, bottle it'll ottle out. An Inquisitor, that is quite nice. Insult Denmark, that I can do. Denmark, go and drink some overpriced beer. Fortify Lapland, again, very tempting indeed, but I don't have much money, and inflation is hurting pretty bad. Once I have 400 dip, I'll have enough to integrate Finland. Maybe a little less than 400 is necessary. But that's what makes me think it might just be better to take Kola. But Kola could defect to me. Peasants can defect. And I'm the only Sami cultured individual around here. Oh, it's good to be king. You go, you subjugate Tver. Oh, it's a conquest war. Yep, they've got expansion because they've got a port. Curses. If I'd been thinking straight, I could have taken that. I could have prevented this. Now I'm going to have one hell of a Muscovy to fight early on. There is the idea of allying Kazan to go against them, but I need to not think like that. Eurocentric, let's go Eurocentric. I've played around in steppes enough. Kola is orthodox, Jake, you're not. You're right about that. Nice to have our manpower back. Finland still love us. Man, I want to integrate you so bad. So if I spend 300, I'll still have 100 left to spend that 100, yeah. I'll wait for about 400. Ho-hum, I really, really want my national ideas. It's going to be religious, naturally. I need to convert this land. I could have prevented all this inflation, that's for sure. But I was too casual. Gee, I could go trade and, what's the other one, maritime? And then become a merchant republic as a landlocked Lapland. Makes perfect sense. No, please. Can't afford 10 revolt risk on Lapland. Well, actually, I can. Give me the peasants. Oh, but Finland will probably kill them. If I collapsed, I'd end up with 0 stability, and that would be quite nice. My harsh treatment ends in 66. What could it all mean? Jake, Merchant Republic is economic and trade. Trade and economic, there you go. What I quite like is that decay works in your favour when it comes to negative prestige. Gets you back up faster. Which means nations that have prestige decay modifiers that sound like they help you actually work against you if you have low prestige. Specifically, I had that situation in the Ryukyu World Conquest. Wasn't that fun? Alright, what do I even do? I should get relations up with someone before people hate me. So I should consider the fact that you are actually Prussian. And who's that going to really hack off? You know, Poland's really my friend. They're taking out Denmark, laying down the law. And if Denmark get negative prestige before von Wittelsbach dies, given the scale of this war, they might actually gain prestige. Work in my favour. Free Norway. Yeah, right. I should really focus my attention on pagifying the whole of Scandinavia. Let's try and keep focused. Although I really want Livonian Order. Well, in the end, Poland is the one that I don't want rallying against me, so let's make friendly with them. Come on, peasants. Make a culture shift to Prussia and form Prussia. I would rather stick a fork in my brain. Twirl it round and reenact the mummy scene out of Day of the Tentacle. Just tuned in. Why is Sweden a one-province minor, and what in the world is Jake doing? See, it's comments like that that make this whole thing worthwhile. We're almost out of bankruptcy. We almost have enough diplo power to integrate Finland. The world is full of these almosts. However, we're almost so close that it would make more sense just to war Novgorod. They have Catholicized one of the provinces, but only one. They don't seem confident about doing the others. Either that or they're doing that brain-dead AI thing. Ooh, wait, no, this is a fantastic opportunity to get some prestige. Ooh. What is more? Yeah, surely they're too expensive to do anything to. A little frustrated because I want my stability to be higher, but I also want this national idea. The world is full of I wants. This advisor's probably going to pay for himself. Yeah, what the hell, we'll have you. 47 years old though you may be. Some might say it's time to start annexing, but I kinda am full of greed for Sami now. Our truce runs out in February, and I'm curious to see what Muscovy will do. Sami is part of the Finnish culture group, so they'll be able to court in something attuned to 16 months. Yeah, trade income plus 10%. Meow, we're talking. Well, Muscovy will join in. This could work to my insane advantage. If Muscovy's separate pieces for all this land that they have claims on could leave me with the juicy Novgorod province itself. But is that really worth it? Novgorod makes an excellent buffer state between the two of us. I have something that could be called an excellent idea. Yes. Alright, let's do this. Oh, what? Break and truce? That's not part of the excellent idea. Let's take Kola. Let's invite our good friend Muscovy. And let's not have you attached to me. Give me Kola and kill my king, for God's sake. He's awful. Oh, actually, if you want to go for Kola, you're doing me a favour, but still, I'm going to go there because I want my king dead. Ho, 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 ho. Boy, do I have a plan for you. I just hope that Finland don't muck it up. In fact, yeah, Finland attached to me because there's something I don't want you to do. That is one of the things. Please don't get trashed by some pretty cool looking horses, but still, don't get trashed. Also, Muscovy, you're meant to be in this war. What? Why? I called you. That hurts. My plan is gone. Well, rest in peace, my plan. Well, that has well and truly humbled me. Novgorod. I had an incredible plan. An absolutely incredible plan to maintain the Novgorod buffer state, but it went away. Still, we got our war goal. Let's get the hell out of Dodge. Hopefully, our worthwhile vassal will attach to us and not just suicide. We can get our 4 siege general and wreck Novgorod itself. Take the scenic route, please. Why, Novgorod? Why? Oh. I'll take any excuse to get some free and glorious prestige. Yeah, glorious prestige. Is this hell? Okay, so that makes 2 things that have gone truly horribly wrong in this run, but to be honest, that kind of excites me. Yeah, I look... Better late than never, but still, that wasn't what I was hoping for. Fall, my tears. Also, poor timing to be in Osterbotten. Good. Also good. Let's get those points back up. And let's make a splash in their capital. Alright, Finland gunning for it. Do I help them out? At least this time my troops aren't made of paper mache. Yeah, please attach to me before we gung-ho right into them. Oh, they've got a 4-shock general. That is no doubt assisting. And they have quite a bit of cavalry. And Ryazan is there. But they're mostly broken. Could it be worth it? Terrain doesn't look good. River crossing penalty. Forget about it. We'll take out the 1 stack. We'll do the real heavy lifting around here. Also, there goes my 4 siege general dead before he could do anything at all. The audacity of it all. Alright, I can get better tech at least. He comes on the 12th. Give me some prestige. What are you doing? He didn't get involved in that battle because, what's his face? Ryazan was in that battle, so he just sat out. This could be what you call a pretty disastrous run so far. I like it. Can finally get my national idea. I would love to start paying down that inflation, but I need to get my religious on the go. A lot of things I'd like to do. I'd also like to stop hemorrhaging money. And reinforcements are causing all that. Alright. Let's try this once again. Deus Vault. Look at that, we practically wiped out the enemy army. We're just too good. I wonder if Finland have any manpower left. Novgorod won't cede Kola. I'd need 10 war score to be able to enforce a peace on them. Or, well, have them give me any kind of peace. Right, we can at least win 1 battle. Come on. Let me retain a bit of my pride here. Yeah! It was a close battle, but we managed to pull through. Oh, that's what I could do with wiping out the Ryazanis. Jake diplomats, they are certainly free, but who do I even impress? Norway, Denmark? Suppose keeping Denmark not too sourpuss against me can be pretty good. And, well, no, why not? Let's top off Muscovy. Man, I had such a great plan for Muscovy, and it all just went down the pooper. Alright, sod my trips doing any more work. They're going on vacation. Finland, you pick up the slack. Well, okay, we'll stick around in Klexholm. And that artist we paid so much money for is now dead. Somebody asks, what was the plan? Again, I'm going to bank that one for later when I can actually use it. I can't show off all my tricks front and foremost. Where's the fun in that? Alright, don't think you're attached to me, are you? So my troops are getting out of there. Back to home. Back to our Lapland home. Where Santa was born. Alright, they're fairly wrecked. They will surely give me that province now. It would be nice to ask them for money, but yeah, not worth the inflation. Bah, bloomin' humbug. Get inside me. Well, we don't have legitimacy to lose, so away you go. And that's all for now. So we have successfully reduced Sweden to a one-province minor. We have had two major blowouts that have cost us dearly. One when I tried to do a trick with Muscovy. Another when I tried not to accrue 20 inflation, but it's just a paradox. I have to go to work now, however. Actually, I'm kind of running late, so I better get going now. This game will be my send-off for the current patch of Europa Universalis 4. So, yeah, this will be my last game before Art of War. I will try to play it fairly regularly in the evenings this week. Needless to say, I'll be back roughly at the same time tomorrow with 100% less crappy Super Nintendo games as a pre-stream. So, cheerio for now. See you on the other side, and whatever you do, grayskin.